Alright, so the new X-Men Apocalypse trailer came out earlier today, and by today, it's going to be already tomorrow. So yesterday, the new X-Men Apocalypse trailer came out, and I gotta say, I actually really liked the trailer. Now, the trailer didn't make me go, oh my god, dude, oh. It didn't hype me up as some of the other trailers that have come out. I'm not comparing this like, oh, this trailer, hey, this trailer's better, this trailer sucks. I'm just saying, like, compared to other trailers, this trailer didn't hype me up as much. More or less, it just showed me, yeah, that Bryan Singer has a firm grasp on this X-Men franchise, and this movie looks freaking amazing. When the trailer starts out, we see Jean Grey has a vision of the world ending, and then Professor Xavier's like, no, it was just a dream. So for my guess is that probably in the film that we're gonna see Jean Grey have like visions of like the world ending, and since this movie's called Apocalypse, and Apocalypse is coming up, yeah, she might actually be telling the truth. Then we see Oscar Isaac come up as Apocalypse, but we don't see him. He's like kind of in the shadows. He said, I've been called many names in many lifetimes. And I like the way that, they kept him in the shadows. And some people will say, well, they're trying to hide him because his look sucked and everyone hated his look. Yeah, I think that too, They also did it to hide, some of Apocalypse. And here's the thing. I was one of those guys who, I don't hate Apocalypse's look. I don't. Because I'm one of these guys who's open. It's like, okay, look. If it's different, okay. So I looked at the design of the Apocalypse. I was like, okay, it looks cool for what they were trying to go for. So I'm like, I don't hate it. Yes, obviously, this version looks a hell of a lot better than that version. But I don't hate this movie version that they're doing. And then everyone kept comparing him to Ivan Ooze, the villain for Power Rangers. People kept comparing him to that. It's like, why is Apocalypse purple? He's not purple. See this picture right here? Because of that picture, people thought Apocalypse was purple. Here's the thing. He's not. If you've seen from the Entertainment Weekly cover, he's blue. And then when you see this trailer, he's blue. He's not purple. The only reason why he looks purple in that image is because of the lighting. Look at Storm and look at Psylocke. They both look purple. And no, they didn't change Apocalypse's look. He is exactly the same way that we saw in the Entertainment Weekly cover photos and even that Comic-Con trailer. From like little glimpses, he still looks the same. His difference is it's not the same lighting, so he doesn't look like Ivan Ooze. People keep thinking, oh, they changed him because fans hated his design. No, it's the same design. Chill yourself out. And then in the trailer, we see Rose Byrne is coming back to the franchise. And I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder what they're going to do with her character. Because in X-Men First Class, she kind of played like that love interest for Professor Xavier. And then Xavier just erased her mind. So I'm like guessing, what is her role? Is she going to eventually remember what happened? Is Xavier going to be like, hey, remember? She's like, oh crap, I remember what happened in First Class. Then we see from the trailer the four horsemen for Apocalypse is Storm, Psylocke, Archangel, and Magneto. Also like in the trailer where they're discussing like, oh, the four horsemen Apocalypse. Oh, he got it from that. And then Rose Byrne's like, no, the Bible got it from Apocalypse. I'm like, oh, that is cool. I like that aspect. Then in the trailer, we see one of the money shots. You see Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, and Cyclops right there in the costumes. And to me, I actually kind of like the costumes. I know some people are like, I'm not too sure about the costumes. For me, I like the costumes. It looks more like tactical. It's kind of similar to the Days of Future Past where the old crew, they were wearing more of a tactical armor around them. And there's this one badass scene in the trailer where you see Xavier throws a punch at Apocalypse and Apocalypse just kneeling down. And he just grows in size and just tumbles him with his hand. Here's Xavier, just puts him down on the floor. And a lot of people were like, maybe Apocalypse looks changes through the film. He gets bigger through the film. I was like, no, duh. You were automatically making conclusions just because you saw how he looked on a cover photo. So you're like, oh my gosh, so he's going to look like that throughout the film. No, he's going to change eventually. So we see in the scene, in the trailer, that he grows. I'm like, oh crap, that is tight. And then we get glimpses of the other characters. We get glimpses of Quicksilver and his scene. We see Archangel on this cool shot. We see Storm coming in. I'm like, damn, Storm with the mohawk. That's cool. I like that they're doing that. And then we hear the speech that Oscar Isaac is giving as Apocalypse, saying like, everything that they've built will fall, and from their ashes, we'll build a better one. I'm like, oh crap, that is tight. And the way that Oscar Isaac is just delivering that line, he's like that as Apocalypse. I'm like, that's the money shot to me, at least from the trailer. I was like, oh crap. I like you look at that shot and you're like, come on. Even if you don't like it, you gotta admit, that is a pretty damn cool shot of Apocalypse. And then we see, New York getting destroyed. And for the first time ever, I actually feel like the X-Men are getting the real first threat. Because my biggest complaint in some of the other X-Men films, even though I love Days of Future Past, I love X2. I love X1. They've never had that big villain, that big threat that they've gone against. Yeah, Magneto was there, but he was never that type of villain where you're like, oh man, he's gonna bring all of destruction to humanity. For the first time ever, we see a villain with Apocalypse just gonna bring all the apocalypse, no pun intended, to the X-Men. And I love the way from the looks of how Oscar Isaac is portraying Apocalypse. And some people forget that. It's like, oh man, I hate the look of Apocalypse. But don't you forget, Oscar Isaac is playing Apocalypse. He's a fantastic actor. He's gonna kill it. And from that shot, he already sold me as Apocalypse. He's gonna kill it. He looks fantastic in this film. Everyone looks fantastic in this film. And of course, at the end of the trailer, we get that shot of Xavier, and he's bald. We see James McAvoy is finally bald. He has a big dome. You know, that big shiny dome, like how Pastor Stewart has. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I like how the trailer's like, I try to make like this big, epic shot of him bald. It's like, wow, that's the first time ever that you see an epic shot of some guy bald in a wheelchair. Overall, the X-Men Apocalypse trailer is a solid trailer. It's not a trailer that's gonna be like, oh my god, so freaking amazing, dude, I'm jumping up and down. It's not that type of trailer, you know, like how the Batman vs. Superman and the Captain America Civil War trailer were. 2016 is gonna be the biggest year for comic book movies. I just can't freaking wait. So guys, those are my thoughts on the X-Men Apocalypse trailer. What did you guys think of the trailer? Did you guys like it, or you thought it was meh? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day.